Coming up next year on FS1, Colin is in his seat. Colin, what is coming up today?
Well, at first he was kind of entertaining, and now if you're Magic Johnson, you have a world-class crisis on your hands. Lavar Ball. Get my sons on your team, or Lonzo's not re-signing. It is not a small thing. That's coming up.
And I know Colin has the answer. All right. Thank you, Colin. Time for our final topic of the day. The Warriors blew out the Suns last night, but the bigger story was on the bench. Steve Kerr let Andre Iguodala, David West, and Draymond Green draw up plays during timeouts. He was letting them coach. So after the game, Kerr said it's the players' team and added, quote, "I don't feel that we focused well at all the last month. It just seemed like the right thing to do." Now, guys, quickly here, Willie McGinnis said that this happened to him when he was a player. But was this disrespectful, in your opinion, for Steve Kerr to allow his team to do this?
No. I think it was.
No. Go ahead.
You say
no. I think it was. I mean, what were they playing? The Washington Generals? And Steve Kerr was too busy with the bunch of confetti that he's going to let the players. Come on. Now, Steve, if Steve's going to do this in Game 7 of the NBA Finals and let the players draw up plays since it's the players' league, that wouldn't happen.
Stop it.
So I'm not buying it.
Look, I don't like when professional athletes who are being paid, who this is their job, complain about being disrespected during the game. It's one thing off the field, off the court, whatever. I'm talking about getting dunked on. I'm talking about guys scoring layups in a blowout. I'm talking about, letting the players coach or running up the score. If you're a professional, you're paid to do this. If you don't like it, stop them. If you don't like that Steve Kerr let his players coach, then beat them. So instead, they got beat by 50.
I don't think this has anything to do with any of those things. I think this was Steve Kerr's way of making sure his guys stay engaged. This gives them an opportunity. A lot of players end up wanting to get into coaching. This gives them an opportunity. It's not trying to be disrespectful.
Do that in the preseason.
No.
Don't do that during the regular season. I came to the game.
Draymond Green wasn't even dressed.
Steve Kerr
gets paid to do what?
Coach?
Absolutely.
No, but he didn't coach yesterday.
There are times when players, even when the head coach is actually coaching, but he'll let a player draw up a play, or he'll let a player make a decision in the huddle. That's all.
I love it. They're on the court.
Gotta cut you off. That's it for us. We'll be back tomorrow for more. 9:30 Eastern time. Yeah, you cut it out. Lakers just got a major problem, and Colin's going to tell you how they can fix it. The Herd starts right now. See you tomorrow.
This is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, live in Los Angeles, iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. Carissa Thompson. We get Carissa Thompson, second day in a row on the show. We're very, very happy about that.
Quite the opposite. I am happy to be back. You didn't fire me yet. Thank you, Colin.
You got the leather jacket on. Looks like you hopped off your Harley.
Marissa's like, "Are you going to change?" And I'm like, "No, I think the Biggie T-shirt and the leather jacket will do just fine. I should probably maybe dress up." Okay, good. You know how you don't like wearing suits on Sundays because that's not your thing? I don't like wearing dresses in the weekdays.
It's not your thing.
It's not my thing.
All right, let me start with this. Great to have Carissa in again. So, first it was kind of funny. Lavar Ball was kind of a loudmouth, and it's kind of goofy, but he did get 3 sons into UCLA. And I always said, as a dad, I'm not going to judge him, because if I could get all my kids to get free rides to UCLA or Stanford or USC or, any great school, Wisconsin, Michigan, Texas, heck, that's a hell of a dad. I was never going to criticize him. But then annoying and kind of funny has gotten really, really serious this morning. Magic Johnson's not happy, and Magic Johnson has a crisis on his hands this morning. Lavar Ball has come out and been quoted, "I want all 3 boys to play for the Lakers. If not, Lonzo will not resign." This is not a small thing, folks. This morning, Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson, in my opinion, are sitting in a room considering making calls to trade Lonzo. Don't kid yourself. Think about what's happening this weekend in Los Angeles. It is the NBA All-Star Weekend. So Magic Johnson, who's got 2 spots available, who can do max money for 2 stars, and they're all in L.A. this weekend. Okay? This is his Miss Universe pageant, and he woke up with a cold sore. This is a problem. It's 22 degrees in Cleveland. LeBron's coming to L.A. Forecast 77 and sunny. Palm trees everywhere. A beach near the stadium. Of course it is. It's L.A. This weekend is a showcase. All the stars are in Los Angeles. And I've got this pretty well sourced. Magic's going to put on quite a show. Magic is going to make himself very available. Magic wants to let everybody know how great Los Angeles is and how they treat their stars. Oh, he won't do anything illegal. But Magic Johnson was going to make this the weekend of weekends. Now Magic Johnson, the biggest story of the weekend, is answering questions about a kid who's not playing, Lonzo Ball, and his dad who's out of the country in Lithuania. This is not good. Listen, Lavar Ball's not going to stop. I've always known that. Getting attention and the media, they're his weapon. He's kind of weaponizing the media, using them to get attention. I get it. And most of the stuff he says is irrelevant. It's just a loving dad yapping and being a goofball, which he is. Loud and goofy, that's what he is. But this is different. This is demanding the whole Ball family plays, or Lonzo's not re-signing. Okay, LeBron's got no interest joining this circus because LeVar's not going to stop. His business is getting known. And the dream scenario for LeVar is LeBron coming to town, LeVar taking shots at him, and LeBron eventually getting so frustrated, he punches down. That's what they call it, punching down. And that elevates LeVar Ball's status. Magic Johnson has a real crisis on his hands this morning. And I would be surprised if he and Rob Pelinka aren't somewhere in those Lakers offices talking about the possibility of trading Lonzo Ball. Because Magic's all in on landing LeBron. Don't kid yourself. Paul George, Klay Thompson, those are appetizers. LeBron's the meal ticket. LeBron shifts the paradigm, changes the world. Paul George's a nice player. Klay Thompson, too. LeBron's on his way to his 8th straight final. LeBron and Paul George, eventually at Klay, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma. Yeah, that team wins the West. So, LeVar Ball, initially, 3 boys into UCLA, comments were goofy, big baller brand, Saturday Night Live mocks him. Yeah, he's relevant. This is a crisis. And it's especially a crisis because this weekend is All-Star Weekend. And the Lakers and Magic have been planning this weekend for over a month to showcase the city, the best restaurants. They got it all laid out. This is what it's like to be a star in Los Angeles. Paul, LeBron, Russell, this could be you. Why don't you drive up to Beverly Hills, Bel Air, the mountains, looking down at the city? You could helicopter in like Kobe. And instead, they've got a dad who's out of the country, yet remains in the news. It is not sitting well with Magic and Rob Pelinka this morning. This is a crisis. I want to shift gears to this. I talked about this yesterday. I'm going to address it again because I think it's substantial and it matters. Is that Lane Johnson's a very, very good football player. He plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's very good. At his position, offensive line, he's one of the top 10, 15 guys in the league. Very good. But he's lampshade guy to party, dog mask, goggles guy. So after winning the Super Bowl, Lane Johnson said this about Philadelphia compared to the New England Patriot style.
I just think the Patriot way it's a fear-based organization. Obviously, do they win? Hell yes, they win. They won for a long time. Do I think people enjoy? Can say I had a lot of fun playing there. No, I don't. Right. That's just God honest truth. You know, not to be reckless, but hey, I would much rather have fun and win a Super Bowl than be miserable and just
win 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, win 5 Super Bowls. But hey.
Okay, so he takes a shot at the Patriots. Doesn't really know what he's talking about. Here's Teddy Bruschi, who won multiple Super Bowls for the Patriots, firing back at him yesterday.
Lane Johnson, I don't know what he's talking about. I had a lot of fun. There was so many times that we would speak out in meetings. The entire team meeting would erupt in laughter. We're playing music on the team plane. We had so much fun. In the ones that I was there, I cannot understand what he's saying there. If you want a relationship and you want to double date with your coach, I mean, go play with those guys. Go ahead. But unless you want, if you want to learn how to win games and consistently win games throughout your career, you play for Bill Belichick.
Okay, so Lane Johnson takes a shot at New England and appears to have no guilt. Their robots were fun. They're a fear-based organization. We're not. All right. Lane Johnson's a very good player. In 2014, the Eagles really needed him. He was unavailable. He was suspended for drug use. Oh, fun guy. Of course, he takes a shortcut. Fun guys always do. They got a lampshade to buy. In 2016, the Eagles really needed Lane Johnson. He wasn't available for 10 games. He got caught using drugs again. They were 2-8 without him. It tanked the season. Of course, I could argue drug guy took a shortcut. Fun guy took a shortcut. He's got a lampshade to buy. Dog mask to buy at the old store. Jokes to write. Lane Johnson doesn't know what he's talking about. And we've all had a fun guy friend, you know, supposed to take you to the airport, has a hangover, no shows. We've all had that coworker friend. He's not ever disciplined or reliable when you really need him. Just remember this about fun guy, who's chatty now. In 2016, the Eagles were a really good team, and their season got tanked. They went 2-8 over a 10-game stretch. Because fun guy wasn't available. They never are when you need him, right? He was suspended for the second time for drug use. Who's calling who a cheater? The problem with fun guy is you can't depend on him all the time. He has his moments. There are parties he is the life of. He is smart sometimes, funny, and talented. But if you're going to take shots and you're going to point fingers, why don't you go to the bathroom tomorrow morning and look deep into that mirror? Your team twice has needed you, Lane, and you weren't there. You took a shortcut. Fun guy always does. Something happened last night in the NBA, and I've got to be honest. I've never seen it before, but I know how I feel about it. That is coming up. Living dangerously can be a thrill. But waiting until the last minute to purchase a Valentine's Day gift, that is a thrill I want no part of. That's playing with fire. Guys, one day away. Make it happen, 1-800-Flowers.com. Right now, bouquets, arrangements, starting at $29.99. Get on it. Call, order, lock it in. With an amazing selection of sweets, treats, bouquets, 1-800-Flowers has everything you need. Right now. A vibrant, beautiful bouquet, starting at just $29.99. All you do to lock it in, and this can take you 3 minutes, 1-800-Flowers.com. Click on the radio icon, and, of course, always enter the code HERD. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Order today, 1-800-Flowers.com. Code HERD.
Outside the Roosevelt,